One car, one truck. Day 11. This time it was so close. My name is Lucas, and this is Driving Down the Depression. Welcome. After day 10, I genuinely thought I had reached the limit. Not the car's limit, my limit. Because once you get close enough to a goal, some things changes. At the beginning, progress feels exciting. Every lap feels like a victory. Every small improvement feels massive. But eventually, you stop chasing improvement. You start chasing perfection. And that's where things become dangerous. After the last episode, I realized something. I wasn't losing time because I didn't know the track anymore. I was losing time because I was trying too hard to beat it. Every lap became a fight. Against the timer, against the corners, against myself. And the strange thing is, the more desperate I become for a fast lap, the slower I actually drove. So this time I tried something different. I stopped thinking about the final lap time. At least I tried to. Instead, I focused on the rhythm. Corner to corner, section to section, breathing properly, relaxing my mind. Stopping myself from forcing speed into places where it didn't belong. And slowly, something started changing. Nordschleife stopped feeling endless. For the first time, I started feeling connected. Hudson-Bach no longer felt like chaos. Flugplatz stopped terrifying me every lap. Schwedenkreuz still demanded respect, but it no longer felt impossible. And that's a strange feeling. Because the track itself didn't change. I did. Somewhere along the way, all those repetitions started building something. Not confidence exactly, something quieter than that. Familiarity. And maybe that's what learning really is. Not suddenly becoming good at something, but slowly becoming less overwhelmed by it. There are still corners here that scare me. Still sections where one mistake destroys everything. Still laps where the whole thing falls apart before I even reach the halfway point. But now, when that happens, I understand why. And that changes everything. At the start of the series, every mistake felt random. Now, mistakes feel earned. Too much steering input, too much throttle, braking too late, looking too far ahead, thinking about the timer instead of corner I'm actually in, and sporadic moments of losing concentration. The track tells you exactly what you did wrong immediately. But honestly, sometimes the hardest part isn't even driving itself. It's everything around it. The endless restarts, software crashing, random performance issues, setting changes for no reason, audio suddenly breaking. Some nights I spend more time fixing things than actually driving. And that frustration builds up quietly. Because when you finally get comfortable, when you finally feel focused, the last thing you want is another loading screen, another reset, another broken session. And the annoying part is that frustration follows you onto the track. You become impatient, you start forcing mistakes, braking too late, trying too hard to recover lost rhythm. And suddenly the lap is already falling apart before it even properly begins. I think people underestimate how important consistency is. Not just mechanically, but mentally. Sometimes the real challenges of the session changes completely. Not can I beat the lap time, but can I stay calm long enough to even drive properly? And honestly, some days that already feels difficult enough. That's probably why I keep coming back here. Because this place doesn't care about excuses. It only responds to focus, patience, and consistency. And honestly, these are things I struggle with outside the track too. Maybe that's why this series became something bigger than just sim racing. Because somewhere between all these laps, I stopped trying to simply go faster. I started trying to understand why I couldn't. And weirdly, that mindset made me faster anyway. This lap was the closest I've ever been. 9:01. 3 seconds. 3 seconds across 9 minutes of driving. That's all that separates impossible from possible. And when I crossed the line, for the first time, sub 9 minutes stopped feeling like fantasy. It started feeling real, close enough to touch, and honestly, that might be even more dangerous, because now the pressure changes again. Now the question isn't, can I do it? Now the question becomes, how badly do I want it? And that's where obsession can quietly sneak in. One more lap, one more attempt, one more reset, one more late night session. Always believing the perfect lap is waiting just one corner ahead. But the Nordschleife doesn't reward obsession. It rewards patience. And maybe that's the lesson I'm slowly starting to understand. You can't force flow. You can't force progress. You definitely can't force confidence. You can only keep showing up again and again and again, until one day the thing that once felt impossible starts feeling normal. Not easy, never easy, but familiar. And right now, that's enough. Same car, same truck, still showing up.